Okay, it's been about a week since I made a video, but continuing the study series now with the self portrait. I really recommend you guys try this yourself. Do a lot of them because they help heaps, and you've always got yourself as a model. And as an artist, you'll be drawing faces heaps. I mean, I don't know any artist that doesn't like drawing faces, and I don't know any artist that has never drawn a face. So I think it's an important part, since it's something you want to get right, because we're so familiar with the human face. People will see when things look wrong with your art. So I think it's something you want to practice a lot, but at the same time, any observational training and study that you do is going to help heaps with any type of art, since it's training all your observational skills in measuring by eye, in your drawing, in seeing value, colour, and all these different things. And then of course we've got human anatomy of the face. So yeah, this is at 10 times speed. The whole process was an hour and a half. I'm really just being quite rough, yet at the same time I'm not being reckless about the placement. So although I'm roughly placing in features such as the eyes, mouth and nose, I am careful to make sure that they're in the right place and in the correct relation to each other, because the lightness of a person's face will very much be seeing things such as the distance between the eyes and the nose, and obviously the mouth and other facial features. So yeah, as I mentioned, just working in value right now, because oftentimes I do these straight colour, but I felt I should practice doing some straight value stuff, because it always helps. And when you do colour stuff, it will remind you to think much about value, because if your values aren't right, generally your colours aren't going to look right, no matter what the colour is. So yeah, just using a mix of hard round brush and things. It really doesn't matter what brush you use, just whatever you're comfortable with, whatever's giving you a nice variation of size and shape and all that. And I really recommend that you hotkey all your things, so hotkeying things such as smudge tool and your brush tool and everything. And I found you can actually set a hotkey to open the color picker window, which is really handy. And I think with things like texture, it's something I think, well, personally I wouldn't say it's a set rule or anything, but I think it's better to think about things like texture more towards the end. I think in the beginning stages you want to think more about, obviously the drawing and making sure the general read of the image is correct, so all the shapes and seeing the values in different shapes. And I generally like to work from a middle tone and then branch out down and up in the value scale, so that way it gives me a good comparative thing, because I'm not going straight, I'm not going too black here and I'm not going too light either, because I feel it's better to save your darkest darks and your lightest lights until the end. And yeah, it just helps to have a more logical process that way. And also you can save your darkest darks and your lightest lights for the greatest area of contrast where you want the eye to see. And in this case I'm thinking that the focal point is my right eye, or the left eye if you're looking at this. So yeah, really take your time with it. Time and speed is going to be something that will come with practice, because you'll just get used to making decisions faster, and gives you, obviously, as with everything, practice is going to help get your brain used to things, and your brain will almost become hardwired to your daily activities. And I'm constantly checking back. Almost every stroke that I'm making, I'm checking back in the mirror at what I'm looking at. Obviously looking at my face, and yeah, because all the answers are there. If I'm struggling with something not looking right, all I have to do is check back in the mirror and obviously look at the reference, which is myself. And you'll see I zoom back out, and I notice quite a few proportional issues, not so much with my face, but just the surrounding area, just with the hood that I'm wearing. And it helps when you zoom back out, because you see the general read of the image. Now just throwing some subtle overlays, some color overlays on a new layer set to overlay. So I do use smudge tool a bit, but I'm more trying to just blend with the brush, because texture will really come about just naturally through the process. But if you want to get really photoreal, you can always, spend more time and use different texture brushes and put in things like skin pores and freckles and all these other fine details. But I'm generally more concerned with how the image reads from afar. Or just at least at 100%. But yeah, if you've got the time and you really want to learn and make a photoreal image, that's going to require zooming in and playing with different textures, and it can be a lot of fun. You can learn a lot. I tend to like my stuff looking a bit more loose, though. In the end, it has a bit more life to it, I feel. A bit more motion and movement with the painterly brush strokes. Yeah, so really try this yourself. It's quite easy. If you're a beginner, I recommend that you start just with values, but it doesn't hurt even if you're pro, because studying value is something that is never not going to be helpful to you. So yeah, thanks for watching, and check out more studies. I'll try to make more videos more regularly. I just was really busy last week. So thanks for watching.